what's important with this is that whatever you do, you tell a story. So even if you're not conscious about that you're telling a story, you're still telling a story. So it's very important that you actually think about what you're doing, right? Because every time you're doing something, you are going to tell a story. The reality, the set, everything we film exists in 3 dimensions. But we have to put this world on the screen in 2 dimensions. So we sort of have to transform the 3 dimensions into 2 dimensions. Now there's a whole variety of tools we can use. And one of the tools we use is using foreground and background and the middle ground. Whereas the middle ground is probably where the object of interest would be. Many cases the actor, but sometimes also just a prop or whatever. So using foreground and background, maybe out of focus and stuff, helps to sort of give the 3-dimensional sort of thing in the picture. So foregrounds are very good to use, especially in wider shots, because one thing is that you have space like this, but you also want to have space like this in wide shots, because that really says something about geography and what sort of place you are. If I were to do a wide shot here of this, probably, would probably be nice to have something in the foreground. Probably would put it so I can see something of this just at the bottom, because that would add to the perspective, to the depth of it. So that's a very good idea to use foreground and background. What's very important as well is dynamics. If you have a lot of close-ups, also remember to have a lot of wide shots. It's not a very good idea to have everything in sort of the same size. And again, think about what are you telling? Are you telling deep emotions inside a character? You probably want to go close. But then again, if you, for example, have a story of a mother in the bedroom getting the call that her daughter just died in the hospital and stuff, and she's really falling apart and crying and stuff like that, is it good in a close-up like this, or would it be very nice to have the whole room sort of? But the sound is very close by, because then you're sort of telling story. You're not sort of getting into the nose of the woman, but you're sort of you have space for your own sorrow. You as an audience can reflect on whatever bad has happened in your life, because everybody has that sort of stories, and you sort of put it in there. And because the frame is so big, there's so much nothingness. It gives you space to put all those emotions in there. And the audience's emotion, the individual that's sitting there and gets the emotion, is this emotion is more genuine than the emotion that the actor or actress will ever have, because that's yours. That's the audience's emotion. So again, it's not always, if you want to make a close-up, if it's getting emotional. It's also sometimes, no, give space to the audience. Always think about that. It's the audience. It's not the actor or director or art department or lighting guys, or it's about the audience. Give the audience a chance. Put yourself sometimes in place of the audience. What would you like to see right now? And that's probably a good idea. If you have a hunch, it's probably this. It's probably a good idea to follow that.